Leo, welcome. Welcome back. If you're returning, this is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot. And this is your monthly reading for March. We are going to use a variety of decks. And instead of having some overlaying questions like we normally do, we're just going to ask Spirit to guide us here. We're going to pull one card from the Dreams of Gaia Tarot to be our main theme for the month of March for you. And then we'll pull a couple of clarifying cards from the Starman Tarot. And a few maybe, clarifying cards from the Modern Witch Tarot. Finishing off with an oracle card from the Shamanic Healing deck. So let's see what we have for you for March, Leo. We have a winner. Let's see what we have, Leo, for March. Oh, we have two. We were only supposed to have one. Let's see. Looks like you have a 1 of air and the 6 of earth. So everyone else got just one, but this did happen, so I'm going to go with it. We're going to give you the two themes for you, Leo, for March. 1 of air, I'll read you first the keywords and key phrases for the Ace of Air. Keywords: new ideas, personal truths, paradigms, originality, individualization, motivation, choices, belief. Key phrases: a new personal ideology, unlearn and let go, fact and genuine knowledge, honor personal truths, know your mind, reality is first conceived in the mind, be excited and motivated, are old beliefs sabotaging your future goals. The Ace of Air symbolizes a new way of thinking. It suggests that it is now time to let go of the old, outdated beliefs and ideas that no longer serve, and make way for a new and independent personal ideology. It's time to unlearn and let go of ideas and opinions born of societal conditioning, inaccuracies, and false assumptions, and replace them with new ideas born of self-awareness, fact, and genuine knowledge. It is also a time to recognize both for what they are and learn to differentiate between the two. So there's a lot of relearning this month for you, a lot of shifting your perspective, starting to do away with the way you see the world that was handed down to you by parents or teachers or other authority figures, and really starting to define your own truth so that you can live authentically in your reality. This card also symbolizes a time of feeling motivated and excited by the ideas in your head, your goals and your dreams, because they're yours. It's time to take them and make them more. This marks the beginning of an individualization process we must all go through in order to realize our fullest potential. So that isn't to say that you haven't been, self-realized and leading your own life from this point, up to this point in the past. But this is really a turning point for you this month in March, where you're grasping your own ideas. They're very clear to you, and you're ready to start living your life according to your own truth and not those messages that you've gotten from other folks. Let's take a look at the 6 of Earth, because you are special, Leo, and you got 2 cards. So I'm going to give you the keywords and key phrases on the 6 of Earth now. Keywords are family, community, providence, protection, dependability, responsibility, duty, service, self-sacrifice, martyrdom. Key phrases: responsibility and duty to family, give love, care, and support, lead by example, a time of sharing, learn about nature, important matters need attention, protect the animals, forests, and ocean, help for the right reasons. The 6 of Earth reminds us of our responsibility and duty to our family, especially the younger members. It asks us to be selfless in service to those who are in need or dependent on us for love, care, and support. If you have children, it is your responsibility to provide them with a home that is safe and free from potential harm. It is your duty to provide for their physical and emotional needs, love and shelter them. As a parent, it is your responsibility to set a good example, to be a role model to those around you. Teach by word and deed, lead by example. So as you are moving into this self-actualization and this authenticity of self here, there's a strong message that you are leading by example your children or those that are in your family that are younger. They can see in your taking ownership of your life and making decisions that are right for you. They can see a good example of what it means to be an adult, of what it means to take care of yourself and to nurture yourself. It also is reminding you of a responsibility there to nurture the younger folk and to give them a safe home and to give them love and care and affection. So there's a sort of a dual message for you, but it's very much compatible. It's saying, be authentically yourself, believe your truth, not the messages that have been given to you by others. And in so doing, you're setting a great example of what it means to care for yourself to those children around you that you're in charge of, or you're in some way a role model for. Let's get a couple of clarifying cards here from the Starman Tarot on these two messages. I know the light is washing out. You maybe can't see the cards that well. But let me show you this one. Oh, there's a lot of glare on these cards. This is your Earth card, and this is your Air card. All right, let's see. A couple of cards for Leo. A couple of cards for Leo. So we have the Eight of Wands coming out. One more card for Leo. Have the Emperor in reverse. So let's take a look here. Your Eight of Wands. I love the there are like key phrases for each card in this deck. And the Eight of Wands is, I can make this happen. Take initiative. Strive for improvement. Harness the available energy coming in. This is fantastic support for your changes that you're planning to make. It is telling you that you have support there coming toward you. Very often this is a card that shows movement. It can up the intensity of the wands, which are this fire, this spark within you, urging you to create, to give birth to ideas, to be a channel for greater consciousness to come through you. There's high energy in this card, and it propels you forward with your ideas. This card was talking about you finding new joy in your ideas. There's raw energy available here, and without a structure, it could overwhelm. It could become a bit rogue, as they say in this right up here. You need to really consciously pay attention to being able to harness the sheer power of the resources that are available to you now. It's a pretty great card to get when you're looking to make some changes and to shift your perspective and how you're living your life. And it encourages you, as you're working with your new ideas, to think about what you can add to transform them from good to exceptional. There isn't, it isn't just a gift from the heavens. There is hard work involved, perhaps, in being a steward of this energy, of these ideas, and bringing them to their greatest form. For your other card, you have the Emperor, which is a major arcana, and it's appearing in reverse here. You can see this card. Oh, come on, focus. Can't get it to focus. Oh, there we go. Okay, so you can see the Emperor, but it's come out in reverse. So let's take a look at our meaning here with an Emperor in reverse in regard to the Starman Tarot. The Emperor card's message is, I lead by example. Again, with the leading by example, right? That seems to be a very solid theme for you. The Emperor card encourages you to set boundaries and follow rules. This sort of goes with this, right? This is this massive amount of energy, perhaps could be problematic without structure. And the Emperor is coming in and saying, set some boundaries, follow some rules, believe in the concrete world around you. While you are really shifting and becoming more authentically yourself, being inspired by these new ideas, don't lose all of your structure, because you still need to keep yourself grounded to some extent so that you can fully realize your potential. Focus on action and results and hold your ground. Where you are reversed here, there could be some chaotic situations that you find yourself in, some instability. You're planning for success and you're seeking help from professionals where you need it. That's encouraged here, because there could be a little bit of upheaval. There may be a reluctance to take responsibility for your own situation and your life circumstances. It could be that there are people around you that are making a lot of excuses and not taking responsibility for their part in creating a life, in living life, and in just being responsible. It can take a tremendous amount of self-discipline and honesty, time, commitment, and methodical approach for you now to weigh up your priorities, make decisions that need to be made, and plan for your success. Professional advice is recommended. So if there's some situation you're challenged in and you need to find a way forward, you might want to consider speaking with professionals. Give me just a moment here. I'm going to consider this energy. All right, let's see what we have for you with regard to the Modern Witch Tarot. Some further clarifications around the situation you're in March. It seems pretty clear to me that there's a lot of potential here, a lot of new access to resources, a lot of energy coming in that could provide you the opportunity to make some shifts, to take an active role in what your life is and what it's going to be, to set a great example for children or for younger folk in your sphere. You do need to have some structure there, and you might need to have some outside guidance. We have the Nine of Cups. This is wishes coming true. So maybe take a moment and think now, what are you deeply wishing for? When you stop and you find silence within, when you've grounded yourself in the earth, what is it that you truly wish for? What is the ideal outcome in your situation? Queen of Wands in reverse. You're holding back a little bit on your expression of passion right now. You're trying to be very logical and even keel. King of Cups in reverse coming out next to this tells me there's someone in your life right now. Could be a partner, not necessarily. They're withholding love. There's a masculine energy withholding love or making love conditional on certain things. The King of Cups in the upright is always this very unconditional love, kind of a quiet, steady, reliable affection and deep love for those in his sphere. Excuse me. But here in reverse, next to that Queen in reverse, I'm seeing you're not expressing your passion And this masculine energy in your life, likely a partner, is withholding love or putting conditions on love. That's not a great situation, and it's probably not a good example. We're talking about setting examples. It's probably not a good example to stay in a situation like this without resolving it in some way. Four of Pentacles in reverse, you're worried about your finances. You're worried a little bit about whether or not you have enough to move forward with your ideas, to move forward with your big goals and big plans. Three of Wands. You do have plans, though. You know what wish you want to come true, and you know which way you want to go. You know which path you want to follow. You're simply waiting for your ships to come in, for some change to occur, for some event to happen. There's something that you're waiting on, and when that arrives, you'll feel like all of the pieces are in place. Right now, you're feeling a little bit left out in the cold, a little bit not included, and that probably has a lot to do with the situation in this partnership. If it's a romantic partnership, it's feeling like, we could have so much together. It's right there, and yet you're shutting me out. And if it's a business partnership, you may be feeling like they're making decisions without you, and they're not really consulting you where they should be. Let's take one more card for you, Leo, for March. There's so much potential in this month for you. It is work, though. It's going to require you to be very brave. And again, you may need some outside authorities to help you in certain cases. Some experts or some guidance from folks who've gone before in a situation to help you understand what the best path forward is. We have one card for you here. Number 19, Unlimited Possibilities. Sorry, there's so much glare today. Unlimited Possibilities. Let's look in the book for that one. Let's finish this up for you. Unlimited Possibilities. When fall turns into winter, the leaves fall from the trees, birds fly south, plants go dormant, some even die, having lived the life they were meant to. Do we ever panic and wallow in the fear that this is it? There will never be another robin singing. There will never be another ripe tomato. No, we don't. Why is that? We know that after winter, spring will return, followed by the bounty of summer. It is so in your life. At any given time, there are unlimited possibilities for you and yours, many different paths to take, many different options available. Do not get bogged down into thinking in a linear fashion. Open your eyes and your heart and feel the power your free will and choice bring to you. Make your life what it is meant to be. So it's definitely calling on you to pick up the ball and run with it, to really take those new ideas you're having, make those plans, expand your life now, make it more fully an expression of you and your life force, and set a fantastic example for others as to how to love yourself and how to go after your dreams and make them come true. Beautiful, beautiful energy for you, Leo, in March. I don't get the sense that it's anything you can't handle. It is work on a very deep level, but it seems that you have such great access to resource right now to help you make these fundamental changes and move along on your life path to the next chapter. Beautiful stuff. All right, I'm going to leave it there for now. Thank you so much for being part of the channel. Thank you for letting me read for you. It's always a pleasure to do so. Thank you for the likes, shares, and subscribes and support of the work that I do here. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. I hope you have a fantastic March, and we'll see you next time. Blessings.